What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. I hope y'all had a good day. Wasn't too great of a day, I guess, and wasn't too hard to trade. I don't think. I took one trade, made some money, called it a day. I don't know. I haven't been feeling great all day, so I was supposed to meet up with a personal friend last night, and he's been studying, so I was gonna get with him real quick and just help him start trading. And I texted him last night, like, bro, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm super tired. I need to get a rain check on tonight. And then I fell asleep, I don't know, roughly 10 o'clock. And I slept till 10 o'clock this morning. And then all day just kind of been feeling off. I don't know what the hell's going on. What's up, Brian? What's up, Corey? What's up, Triple G? What's up, Jack? How's it going, Chef? I'm about to tear it up tonight, Chef. I'm sous videing some salmon. And of course, I brined it first, sugar and salt. Air dried it, sous videing it, and then I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I'm about to brutalize this because I can't think of the correct pronunciation, but that's okay. I'm gonna be making, or actually, I'm gonna have my son make a lemon dill velouté sauce. I think I said that wrong, but it's okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna teach him how to do the whole make a roux and then make the sauce. So should be a good time. Triple G, I took that. So let me just pull it up. I'll just show you guys what Triple G is talking about. I showed this today. Is this? Where are you, sir? Oh, I'm looking here. It was right here. So, let me erase some stuff so it's easier to see this. So this is talked about in volume profile, but like basically anytime that you have A and B, you can find C and D and so on and so forth, right? And so what you can do basically, like if we hit replay and go back to, it doesn't really matter where, but you want to grab the top, right? So when you have like a run up like this or even a run up like this, let's just check this one. I didn't check it. Yeah, this would have kind of faded people. But doesn't always work, of course. Nothing in trading always works. But so here you go from the high to the low of that run up. And then you wait for price to basically pull back to the 50% fib. And then this is where you would enter calls or long. And for me, whenever I do this, I just kind of target like roughly the high. Like I get out a little bit shy of the top. Generally, these will go higher, like it'll go and make a new higher high. Because again, you're using A, B, C to find D, right? And this is talked about in Trader Dale's volume profile. And so this was the only trade I took today. I just took it for 20 points. I didn't even take it all the way up to almost to the high. I actually put a limit order right here. I don't know why this doesn't seem right, but whatever. I put a limit order here and then played. Actually, this is not right because I wasn't awake at this time. It was later. But anyway, let's just see. Where am I? Yeah, so this one probably would have stopped. Let me see. Actually, this would have been just shy of stopping me out had I taken it, and it worked out very well. Um, so from there, I would just measure from the 50% fib because that's your entry. It's 46 points. But the trade I took, sorry, I grabbed the wrong one, was right here. So if we hit replay here, you draw your fibs from the high here down to the low. Then you target your 50% fib for your entry. And then same thing, just kind of target like the high. I got out at 36. So, wait, let me see. Yeah, I got out. I think right about there. And so basically when price comes back to this 50% fib, same theory, like you should go and make a new higher high. And we're just looking at an uptrend is all it is, right? And so if we turn off the replay, we can see this played out. We did make a higher high, but not by very much, right? So I got out, just like I always talk to you guys about. I got out, sold it to strength. And I was glad, like right after I exited, it kind of started rejecting a little bit. So that was good. And then you can see the entry. If you look here, I barely had any drawdown at all. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me zoom in more, but I barely had like a little bit of drawdown. 2 points on NQ, which is just nothing. And it was so fast, like it swooped down and bounced so quickly that I didn't even know I was red for 2 seconds or whatever it was. So nice, quick, easy trade for me. That was the only trade I took today, but that is, it's pretty consistent and you can use it, you know, over and over and over again. I would recommend just back testing for yourself and checking it out. But so for me today, it looked pretty easy. Generally, they like to bounce at the single print mid, which probably would have faded me a little bit. I'm trying to see. I probably would have got stopped out on this first. I'm just checking. Yeah, so I definitely would have been stopped out on this first move. But just depending on how I entered. But yeah, not very good there. I would have shorted the top here, and I would have targeted the middle. And then I would have gone long and targeted the previous day value low again, and I would have shorted and targeted the single print mid, and I would have switched to calls here and targeted the top. And I probably would have tried to short this. Or I wouldn't, not tried to short it. I would short it and theta would suck for a little bit. And I would close here. And I would probably try to go long again here or take calls. And I would have got faded. Your clue here is this whole time, from here, like we were making higher highs, right? Higher lows. Here, we made a lower high and then a higher low. Equal high or higher high again. And then right here, they kind of faded us. And as soon as like we went and made a new lower low here, that's your indication that this is probably going to break down and go lower, right? So change in structure. But so I probably would have got stopped out, or I would have got stopped out on this first move. I would have caught puts and I would have got paid, and then I would have caught calls and I would have got paid. Puts again, got paid. calls back up to here, got paid, puts back down to here, got paid, and then I would have tried calls again and I would have got stopped out. So I don't know how many green trades that is versus red trades, but I would definitely be green on the day. I know that much. And this, we were expecting this, right? They didn't give us our previous day value area high, but feel like I kind of warned you guys yesterday that it was going to be a sideways day. Sorry, one second. Let me just start erasing stuff. Today needs to be a little bit quick. Shorty's going to be going live at 6. So... all right. So let's quickly go look at the option setups that I have for you guys. First one is going to be... oh, I want to look at Procter & Gamble. That was our little lotto. It's not. It ran for a little bit, and now we're... DocuSign is the first one. What up, Slickamus? Hey, Sarah. What's up, David Ryan? Had you at Suvi. Should be a good time, yeah. So, I'll leave this up to you guys, but basically, I'm looking for calls over 95.30. First trim 96.25, close at 97. This will be a day trade. If you want to hold longer, you can target. Actually, I should make this is a little bit high. Sorry. You could technically target 123, but it's not worth those extra 23 cents of trying to break through a psych level like this. And then over this, they should be going to 102.87. But for those two levels, it would be a swing trade. Hey, what's up, Oliver? Yeah, so that'll be your own thing. Like, I'm just doing the day trade, this part here. Pizza? I mean, you're asking me, and it's like Shorty's trade, so kind of hard for me to answer. But he was targeting 55. And for me, if I was playing, this would be where I would buy. And I would be trimming, here. I would also trim right around here somewhere. And trim there as well. And I'm not even looking at the candles. I'm looking at these volume shelves. You can see every single one of these is at the bottom of a volume shelf. So again, I think he bought this with quite a bit of time, and knowing Shorty, he'll still be holding it. But for me, once we lose this box, like, things start to get scary. There's, why is this not drawing in? Yeah. So there's like downside all the way to about here. So, yeah, right about there. So losing this box is kind of scary for me. Using the POC, losing the POC for this range is pretty sketchy. So that's what I would say. So I can't really answer you, Doji, as it's not my trade. It's not my play that I called out. That was Shorty. So nice, Chef. Hopefully you made some money on it. Nacho's Pop Shop, if there's 4 or 5, then you would use all of them. You use every single day that's overlapping. The next trade that I'm looking at is going to be Lulu. I think this is going to be a banger, actually. kind of the same thing here. There's potential for more upside, but I want to sell into strength. So if you want to swing trade this, it's up to you. For me, this will be a day trade. Calls over 391.64. First trim at 393. Second trim 395.40, and then close at 397. Hang on one second. My bad, guys. I had to pull the chat up. So those are the two option trades that I'm going to be watching for tomorrow. And then we'll just chart up SPY really quick, and then Shorty will be going live and doing the market update for futures. I almost did not go live tonight, guys. Not feeling great. So I was going to just post screenshots of the option trades, and then post screenshots post a screenshot of SPY, chart it up for you guys, draw my levels. But I started feeling decent enough. Bro, seriously? I know I'm clicking on that, dude. All right, I was about to punch my screen. I'm just joking. I'm not crazy aggressive like that, but you know what I mean. All right. Let's look at TPO. Okay, so tomorrow gets easy, right? We have a pretty yucky poor high. Everybody knows what to do with this, right? Technically, the spike is the same level as your previous day value low. I just put it a little bit below it. All right, so tomorrow you can draw SIGs. At least I think you can. Let me double check. No, you can't. We don't have 2 days overlapping. And just to be clear, when we're talking about 2 days overlapping, it means these two, like your value area high, value area low, need to be overlapping. This is not. There's a gap between them. Or your value area high from the previous day and your value area low from the current day need to be overlapping. So like here, they're overlapping. Here, they are not. Here, here, and here, they're overlapping. So hopefully that makes sense. This is not an overlap. This is an overlap. Okay. So right now we can't draw SIGs. Technically, we just don't even need them with the spike base. It makes things very simple. What happens if we open below the spike base, everybody? Is that bullish or bearish? Or sorry, I meant to say if we open below the spike. No, Triple G, there's no such thing as a weak single print. Actually, so Brian, you're dead on. Good call. I actually used the wrong words. I was like, when I was speaking, but your answer is correct because I said the wrong thing. And then, so what happens if we open above the spike base? Is that going to be bullish or bearish? So it looks like everybody's learning, and you love to see it. So for me, if we open here, anywhere below the spike, just puts. And I would target our spike base here. If we open between, I would wait for some kind of confirmation. Oops. Whatever. You guys get the point. If we open above, same thing. I would either be looking for a retest of the spike base or a retest of the previous day VPOC and target the previous day value area high. Okay. Well done, Oliver. Let's call Oliver out really quick. I'm probably not even calling him out. I know he did well today, but I want to look at his journal. I haven't had a chance to look at it myself. I tried to do it on my phone earlier, and I couldn't look through the tabs, which was really annoying. So we'll just do it live right now while I'm here. If you guys have questions, now's the time to ask. FYI. My man. We're still right about the same. So this needs work. This week. Last week you were good. Year to date, you're good. But right now, this is no bueno. Why is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 8 red days, 6 green days, and he's still up 32%. Okay. So yesterday was a screw up. All right. I'll take it. Later I'll read your actual trade log. I don't want to do that live on stream because that's more personal. Yeah, I don't know. This week your losses are just way too big in comparison with your wins, at least. Like on the trades themselves, it's kind of hard when you're looking at somebody's trade log because like this trade, the win-loss ratio could have been 1-2 or even 1-3. And this could have been 1-2 or 1-3 as well. But they're still like close to being the same sides. It's just two completely different trades, right? And then the same thing with these, like this could have been, he could have been trying to make $1,000 and risking 500. And here he could have been risking 250 to make 520, like who knows? So, get it, Oliver. Yeah. We've been talking. I'm super proud of Oliver. Like he's, the reason I'm kind of showing this to you guys is like Oliver's not doing anything super special, right? He's doing one trade a day. Um, he's using proper risk to reward ratios for every trade. He's looking at the market when it's closed and figuring out where he wants to take trades. Like, I feel like yesterday you told me you didn't take a trade. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe you ended up getting frustrated and took a trade, and that was your mistake. Am I wrong? Like, I feel like you told me you didn't trade. Yeah, you told me you didn't trade yesterday, right? Yeah. What's up, Nora? How you doing? But so anyway, I was talking to Oliver, and so far, he's the stuff that's really hard. Yes, I love PFE for shares, PFE and Intel. Um, I was talking with Oliver. I think it was Monday night, Tuesday night. I don't remember. And I was telling him, actually, yeah, I think it was Tuesday night. The part of trading that's really hard is a psychological part. And that's kind of why I'm pulling his journal up and showing you guys this, because you guys need to get this down. When you slow down and you work on just doing one trade a day for 6 months, it forces you to be patient and disciplined. And when you when you look at the market when it's closed and you find your entries, it's a lot easier to look at it when the market's not moving, because when the market's moving, the market makers are professionals at messing with your psychology and making you think the market's going to go up when it's going to go down, and vice versa. So when the candlesticks aren't moving, it's a lot easier to look at and figure out, what trades you're wanting to take. And so far, Oliver's gotten the hardest part down, it seems like, which is that psychological aspect of, and then also on every trade, he's either letting his stop loss get hit or his take profit get hit. He's not trailing a stop loss. He did do it one time, and that was because I gave him permission live. I'm like, oh, it's probably rejecting here. Like, go ahead and, close your trade, basically. And then it ended up going up and hitting his take profit. It did reject a little bit, but I ended up being wrong, and I felt kind of bad because had he just left it to play out, he would have made a lot more money. But that's on me. But so yeah, he's not trailing his stop loss. He's using one trade a day. There are a couple of days like this where he has two trades, and both of those were because he accidentally clicked buy or whatever, and then he immediately closed the trade afterwards, but he still had to journal both of those trades. And then he's journaling every trade that he takes. And this is the part that's hard. Like, when you do this, the one trade a day for 6 months, it forces you to be disciplined and patient. And when you only accept stop loss or take profit, and you're using one risk to reward, you can see the results, right? He has 8 losses and 6 wins, and he's still up, we'll say $650. This grows huge as your account grows. This is basically 32%. You do the math on 32% of whatever account size you feel like doing it off of. And, as you trade more and more and you grow your account more and more, the size of your wins grow with the size of your account. So basically the stuff that I tell you guys, I don't want to say every day, because I don't always cover this every single day, but the stuff that I tell you guys is no different than what I'm teaching him. We're just doing it on a one-on-one scenario where he can ask more questions and whatever else. But he's just following the advice and doing exactly what I tell you guys to do every day, basically. God's favorite, I will answer you in just a second. Sorry, I just saw your question. you know, so this is the hard part. And then all of us have to figure out like our entries. And it doesn't matter what you use for entries. Like you can, I'll shit on you, but you can use MAs, you can use RSI, MACD, whatever. We just on this channel focus on the volume aspect, volume profile, footprints, TPO. And you know, that's what we do. So, but yeah, once you master the psychological part, that's the really hard part. The figuring out entries, that's just kind of, I mean, obviously you need to get good at that, but it's not as hard as mastering the psychological part. Okay. All right. Good job, Oliver. Oh, wait, I didn't see your win size for today. Okay. Yeah, I did. Just didn't remember it. Nice, Scott Dog. All right. So God's favorite. It's going to be kind of hard for me to break this down for you, but, or actually I would just say rewatch this video, but, everything I just covered, right? So if you were to talk to Oliver right now, who I'm doing like a mentorship with, he would tell you he's trading based on, session volume profile levels, which is what we covered on SPY, right? And also using TPO. So if you don't understand either of those things, then you want to just go to my channel. And I'll post links for what I'm about to share. But if you go to my channel under videos, sorry, I'm trying to find it. Let me just search it. Then you would want to go and watch basically anything on my channel that says class is where I focus on teaching. Like the Sunday through Thursday, or I shouldn't even say Sunday, but we do classes generally Sunday morning. But like Saturday or Sunday afternoon classes, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are just focused on finding levels for the next day. I don't teach classes like, you know, Monday through Friday kind of thing. I don't have the time to. But so any of these links that you see on my channel that say class is going to be a class on whatever it is. And so the first thing that you want to study is going to be volume profile, which I just linked right now. After that, you want to learn TPO, which is going to be... Sorry, I'm finding it for you. So this YouTube video would be for TPO. And so like what I have Oliver doing right now is he's only trading based off of volume profile and TPO. And based on volume profile and TPO, the only things that basically aren't going to be taught in those videos I just talked about, which is look at the market when it's closed, like we just did right now on SPY, and figure out, you know, where you want to enter based on what the market's showing you. Journal every single trade that you take. So go to, what's it called? Go to Google and search for, it really depends on what you're trading. So like if you're, that's all covered, Clark, in the video. But if you're trading options, you would just type in option trade journal Excel. And then from here you would go to shopping and then just look for generally like one on Etsy. So like this is a trade journal for $8.75. This one here is $5.19, and I know this one's good. So like, I'll just link this one for you guys. So get a journal. If you're trading futures and you just want to search for the same thing but with future in the front, and then you'll find, you don't want a paper one, FYI. You want like an actual Excel trade journal. Shoot, this one's $1.50. I'll just link this as well because that's a crazy deal. So there, that one's for futures. As far as the indicators are concerned, like for session volume profile, I'm pretty sure you have to be like a paying member for TradingView. But you would just go to indicators, you type in SVP, or you can type in session volume profile and you'll find it. For TPO, same thing. You type in TPO or time price opportunity and you'll find it. But that stuff is covered. Hey, what's up, Juan? That stuff is also just covered in the videos. So anyway, I would start there. Volume profile, time price opportunity, journal every trade, look for trades when the market's closed, and only do one trade a day for 6 months. After you start to feel really comfortable with volume profile and TPO, and I would say, what's it called? Like right around a month to 6 weeks, then you can start adding in other stuff that we teach on the channel, like footprint charts and what else? SIGs, and then also like using your fibs, which we have classes on all of that stuff. So on my channel, you can just search for fibs. You can search for SIGs, and you'll find videos on all those things. And so, yeah, sorry, Scott Dog. Paper journals are fine for like journaling your thoughts and your dreams and whatever else, but for journaling like your actual trades, nothing is going to compare to an electronic journal, right? Like it would require a ton of math to do this, where it's showing you like your overall win rate, short win rate, long win rate, day trade win rate, average win size, loss size, P&L ratio. And then this is just for the week, right? And then your entries, errors on entries, errors on exits, and then your monthly statistics. Like you can't do this on paper. It's not possible. And like Stocks for Real has a lot of great things to offer. I've posted links to his channel before and whatever, like his TikTok and all that other stuff. Instagram, I believe. I don't even remember. But like a paper journal just is not it when we're talking about trading. So it is what it is. Nothing against him, but it's just it's you can't accomplish the same with an electronic journal on paper. It just won't work. And then if you want to get really crazy, there's a nice one, TradeZilla. I don't really want to show this. Maybe show this one. Yeah. So this is an account that I've since closed. But Tradezilla, very, very powerful, like journal. And then this also shows you the importance of, one risk, two reward. Like I have 14 losing trades, 17 winning trades, 54.84% win rate, which is not good for me. But there's my P&L, right? So profit factor is good. Tradezilla is really powerful. It's really good, and it's nice and easy to import your trades. You just literally every day you just export like your trades directly from your broker and import them directly into Tradezilla. So both of those are really good options. Hopefully, God's favorite, I answered your question. Also in the description of this video, there's going to be books. If you're new to trading, highly recommend starting by reading Getting Started in Technical Analysis by Jack D. Swagger. If you're not new to trading and you understand like market structure, uptrends, downtrends, sideways, and you understand like basic patterns, whatever, triangles, flags, yada, 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 double tops, double bottoms, so on and so forth, then you can skip that book. But if any of the stuff that I just mentioned doesn't make any sense to you, then you want to read that book first. If all of that stuff makes sense to you, then you go on and read like Volume Profile by Trader Dale, Volume Price Analysis by Anna Cooling, and Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. And then just watch the videos like I was talking about. See you later, Oliver. Have a good night. And then you just plug away. Really, like I'm going to say this one more time because it's so important. One trade a day for 6 months. Either you let your stop loss get hit or you let your take profit get hit. There's no trailing of a stop loss. It's either all or nothing. You play based on levels that you've established on your chart. Right. So we could have given an example today, but like if, at any point you're green, and basically just think about it. Think about this from a mathematical perspective, right? If you're using one risk, two reward for every trade, and every single trade that goes green, you start trailing your stop loss, it's going to come down and hit you more often than you're going to make it to your take profit, right? But every trade that's red, we're not bringing our stop loss up. We're letting it going and hit 100% of our stop loss every time that the trade goes against us. So basically every time that we're positive in a trade, we're closing it early. We're never making it to our take profit. But every time that we're red on a trade, it's going and hitting 100% of our stop loss. Or even worse, this is a bad habit that a lot of people have, is they'll start moving their stop loss lower. So it's not even hitting 100% of your stop loss. It's hitting 125, 150, 200%, whatever it is. Just gets worse and worse. So once you've established key levels on your chart, you establish like every trade, you want to use like this long position tool and say, if I get in here, then my take profit is here. That means I can only risk, like basically you could risk all the way down to there. We'll just say this is a 2-to-1 ratio. Forget that 0.1. I know that I'm never going to get it exactly at 2 because that's TradingView. It just won't let me get there. Yeah. It's either 1.99 or 2.1. Anyway, you guys get the idea. 2-to-1 ratio. But what you really want to do is you want to look left and say, hey, if they're trying to stop me out, like where would market makers try to bring this? And then obviously, if we're looking left, you'd look at this candle. This is where we bounced. And so basically you just want your stop loss to be a little bit lower than that. And so in this case, entering here, targeting here, I'm getting 2.5 to 1 on this trade. I can take this trade every time, and I'm using it based off of key levels on my chart. I'm not just making up like oh, I'm going to enter here, and if I'm up 50%, I'm going to close, and if it goes down 10%, I'm going to that'll be my stop loss. We're using levels on the chart. We're not using fictional numbers or profit losses. And the reason I say that is P&L or percentages is all just emotional based trading. And you want to trade based on the chart, not on your emotions. Okay. So yeah, one trade a day, stop loss, take profit, 6 months, journal every trade, and look for setups when the market's closed and the candles aren't moving. And the way that I would look for setups is by using this long or short position tool and actually drawing like entry, stop loss, take profit. Okay. I am going to dip out. Hopefully this was helpful. The shorty will be live in like 10 minutes here. Yep. Trade with the chart, not with your heart. If anybody hopped in and said hi and I didn't see it, I apologize. I was kind of trying to crank through this video so that, I don't know, just feeling rushed because I know Shorty is going to be on at 6 and I wanted to make sure I got everything done. As always, I'm just going to close by saying thank you all for the subscribers on the channel. Appreciate all of you. Extra big thanks to the friends of the stream. If you're new to the channel, today might seem confusing and overwhelming, but we give out a lot of good information for free. Basically, we give away all the information for free. There's no paywalls or anything. There's no selling of courses. We're not, we're going to enjoy it. Don't worry, but thank you. Wait. Yeah, so Doji, I'm not going to be recommending expirations or strike prices. I don't do that because I don't want the SEC or anybody to ever come at me and say that I'm trying to manipulate the market. So I want you guys to all figure out your own strike prices and expiration dates. But I wouldn't use tomorrow's expiration date. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Juan. No worries, David. Yeah, no problem, South Cake Dad. No worries, Yannick. What up, Jason? How you doing? So yeah, if you're new, it might seem overwhelming. It might seem confusing. Stick with us. Attend the classes on Sundays. It'll all start clicking. Read those books. And just follow along. Ask questions. And it'll all start to click. Okay? And if you are new, I would appreciate a sub. Of course, trying to grow the channel as much as possible. With that said, much love, everybody. Much respect. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.